Hey, what's up guys? Rev here. It's with a heavy heart I come here today to announce that I have been officially canceled by Twitter.com. Again, this time it involves outrage stemming from my videos about Rebecca from Cyberpunk, where I rightfully called her a loli. Now, the discussion that stemmed from those related tweets talking about my videos got so much traction that the terms loli and Rebecca were trending on Twitter. Something I'm going to put at the top of my resume because that's quite a feat. But most of the drama stemmed from two tweets about my videos. In this first one, this streamer said calling Rebecca a loli makes you a full-fledged pedophile and that he would be dunking on pedos in his next stream using my videos as a reference. And I made a video dissecting all of those points yesterday, and you can find a link to it in the description if you want the full details. But part of that video focused on his tweet he made in 2020 where he mocked people who were victims of child sexual abuse and even likened CSA to consuming anime. Well, update, last night he doubled down on the tweet. Yeah, bro, mocking CSA victims, that's a real Giga Chad move. Yeah, like you're so fucking based for caring more about pixels on a screen than real life victims. Like, you're probably not surprised to see that he's getting cooked again on Twitter. Apparently his humiliation fetish wasn't fully satisfied yet, but there was actually another tweet relevant to this situation. This one stating, "Why do I see so many red flags here? I hate it." Which I find funny because the video they're referencing was just me reporting on what CD Projekt Red and Studio Trigger said about Rebecca, calling her a loli. I was just relaying that information. You're literally attacking the messenger. If you don't like what they said, go after them. I'm just the guy sharing the information. And speaking of red flags, this post was made by an anime artist, which they should know a little more about the medium than this, and clearly they're in denial about things they don't like. And I would also warn them, since their entire account is dedicated to Chainsaw Man art, don't be surprised when shortly down the road, the same people cheering you on will be canceling you for romanticizing characters that are murderers from a series that sexualizes minors and also has grooming themes. Trust me, it's not a stretch to say that, given the way Twitter is heading down at this point, but hey, at least you picked your audience, right? But like I said, these tweets generated so much discussion that the terms loli and Rebecca were trending on Twitter, and most of them are still trending. I gotta tell you, to get the term loli trending on Twitter is just the coup de grace of my career, because that term's already shadow banned on Twitter, so like, hey. But even our boy Hero Hey covered some of the drama involving me in my videos, and he raised some good points about canceling people. People have absolutely no idea what it means to cancel someone, especially on Twitter. You can't cancel someone for their very public opinion. You can't cancel someone for their opinions that they base their entire brand on. There is not a single viewer of this channel that would be surprised to find out that I talk about lolis. I defend lolicons from being called pedophiles unfairly, and anything related to that. None of my viewers would be surprised by that and would unsubscribe after seeing tweets like this. And the only people outraged by my content or siding with tweets calling out my videos are people that were never going to watch me anyways. And since the people calling out my content can't make a single coherent thought or legitimate criticism other than you're weird or misinterpreting what a loli is, there's no real consequence to my channel. In fact, the only thing that does happen is that it renews interest in a 3-week-old video with hate comments driving it back into the algorithm that are buried under thousands of positive ones, and I'll never see those hate comments anyways. Like, you really showed me. You got me. Thanks for that. That's my punishment. Getting a bunch of views on a video that was completely done getting views. Yeah, you guys really took me to the cleaners on that one. But this whole situation was pretty crazy, I have to admit. And, one thing I will say is that I feel very happy about how things turned out. In a world where things like loli and lolicon are so heavily attacked on Twitter and you get jumped for even mentioning these things, the outcome of all this was very satisfying. I mean, it really was like reasonable thoughts prevailing, because I saw people of all thoughts and
viewpoints either defending me or attacking the stupid criticisms, like in the first tweet talking about thinking Rebecca is a loli makes you a pedophile. Like, I'm seeing people who even dislike me defending me, or at least attacking them. Like, your tweet flopped when you get the "I hate Rev, but you missed here, bro" type of comments. Like, that's when you really messed up on your tweet. But yeah, there was a lot of discussion, and I have to say I'm very proud of both my community and related communities for trying their best to have nuanced conversations about this stuff, trying to educate people who clearly don't know what they're talking about, and dealing with people who either A, are completely uninformed about these topics, or B, are just willfully ignorant for the sake of arguing on Twitter. So to all those people who stuck their necks out for me and dealt with the absolute wasteland that is twitter.com, I applaud you, I notice you, and I really appreciate it. Whether you're a fan of this channel or not, it does mean a lot. And like I said, to kind of come out the other end of this whole thing, feeling like I've had more support than ever, ironically, is a really great thing. And for those concerned, I don't mind. Like, I've been around this a long time. I've been making videos for, hell, like 6 years at this point. Like, I started and have continued to work on anime-related things. Like, I know how to deal with negative comments, negative things about me. There's been endless attempts to cancel me on Twitter and on YouTube videos, and all of them kind of have the same underlying theme. The only thing that's even close to a valid criticism is just like someone thinks it's weird what I talk about. That's really all you got. Or you're canceling me with my own public opinions that I founded my entire following on. So yeah, when I see some call out posts, like maybe it gets under my skin, like with the first tweet with the Xander Hall tweet, like yeah, I responded to it. It was annoying, but mainly I'm talking about it to dunk on it because someone's just making an absolutely terrible take and it's funny to look at. And we're just, taking the piss at it. But like the vast majority of them just don't bother me. If they're not actually grounded in any sort of real criticism, you don't have to worry about me. I don't care about it. It happens. Everyone comes with the territory, especially, I don't consider myself a large channel by any means. I'm like a grain of sand in this giant beach that is YouTube. But I have enough attention on me to drive up focus on what I'm doing, right? But enough talking in circles here. I'm sure you get the point. I feel very good about how things turned out, and I'm not changing a thing. And it's good to see so many people supporting my opinion and trying to have an actual nuanced conversation about these things and things that make people uncomfortable. And it's okay to be uncomfortable when you talk about loli or lolicon, but don't let your emotions get the best of you and try to have a rational conversation. And that goes both ways. So, long story short, thanks guys. Thank you for listening to my rants. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.